Hey guys, welcome back to another LoveMeg cleaning video. Today's video is part 5 to my spring cleaning series that I have been doing. And if you guys watched part 1, then you know that we cleaned out half of our garage already, the side where I keep all of my home decor. But in this video, we are going to be cleaning out the other side of the garage, which was a total disaster, as you can see. So we're going to be cleaning that out. We're also going to be deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing my son's room. We get rid of so many clothes, so many toys, so it's very satisfying to watch all of that come together. And then we're also working on our front porch, spring cleaning that, and decorating for Easter. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and get a ton of motivation from it, and let's jump on in. We are getting started with the side of our garage where we normally keep our car and our golf cart. And as you can see, it's a complete disaster over here. So you guys know we've been decluttering a lot this spring in our house, and a lot of things have not made it to Goodwill yet, so they have just been thrown out here in the garage. So all of this stuff is either trash or things that need to go to Goodwill. And there's a lot of cardboard boxes as well because we've gotten lots of new furniture. If you guys have been keeping up, you know we just got new furniture for our bedroom, a dresser, and 2 side tables and things like that. So we're about to clean all of this up. And we got these bagsters from Lowe's, and these are a lifesaver. As you can see, it is just like a huge bag, and you fill it up with all your trash, and then they come pick it up. And since we don't have a truck or anything, it has just been the best way to do things, since we don't have to load up our car 1,000 times and go to the dump with stuff. We just get these bagsters and wait for them to come pick it up. And like I said, it is a lifesaver. Also, all of these cardboard boxes, unfortunately, are gonna have to go into our bagster as well. We've put them out for our recycling to pick up twice now, and I guess it's just too much for them and they won't pick it up. So we're just gonna have to put it into our bagster, and from now on, put things out in smaller batches now that we know that they can't take this much at a time. This is the only time that's ever happened to us, so we had no clue they wouldn't be able to pick it all up at one time, but it has been a huge inconvenience to have to take all of this out to the road, them not pick it up, and then bring it back, and then try again the next week. So we are just gonna throw all of these into the bagster as well.
You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up. Get on you. In the name of love.
So this toy Jeep that we have for the kids, we are also putting into the bagster because I think we lost the charger whenever we moved here. So it's just been sitting in our garage for 2 years and we haven't been able to charge it up. And so I didn't feel like sending it to Goodwill when I don't think anybody's going to be able to use it without the charger anyway. So we put it into the bagster. We're just going to continue going through this garage, keeping things like pool toys and lawn chairs and things like that, and then also putting anything into the bagster that is just beyond repair.
Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up. Get on you.
So now that we've gotten the garage cleaned out a good bit, we're going to work on these 3 cabinets and just this side of the garage, trying to fit in our pool toys and beach toys in these cabinets. And Justin also keeps things like plumbing supplies and automotive things and paint supplies, just a bunch of random supplies that you would normally keep in a garage are hidden in these 3 cabinets. And while we're going through these, we're also decluttering quite a bit too. And this is his Justin's workbench, which you can see is a complete disaster too. So the same over here, we're just decluttering and putting things back where they belong.
I grew up and I'm bitter. It's 0 out of 3 no more. Thought that I'd be quicker, but I'm heading out the way for sure. Said that you'd be waiting, and now it's been too long. Been too long. I wish that we could turn back time, back to all of those nights when I knew you were mine. I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and the worn out sneakers. When we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. I never said I was ready, but ready for what comes ahead. You said that you were with me.
So the battery died while we were cleaning this area up, but we've got it all cleaned now, and we've got these pretty much organized. It kind of looks like a mess to you guys, I know, but there is a method to the madness. So there is electrical and plumbing up here. This is paint and wallpaper and spray paint and some of these quart-size paints. Down here we've got like spackling and sandpaper. We've got our pool toys and beach toys. In our neighborhood we have a pool, and we're also 45 minutes from the beach, so in the summertime and springtime we are always there. So we've got a lot of pool toys and beach things, so these two shelves are for that. Down here is automotive stuff. Over here is Justin's hunting stuff in that cabinet, but I wanted to show it to you guys closed because it looks a whole lot better. Like I said, we do have every like shelf organized in there, but whenever you close these, it just looks so much better. Like, look how clean this looks. Look at this girl down here. She's been rolling around in the grass. You're a mess. I'm gonna have to vacuum you off or blow you with the blower. Oh, she says she don't want to hear about that. Okay, so now we're about to put our big Christmas tree up here. We've got this rack up here, and this is where we always put it. It's kind of hard to get it up there though, but it's really nice to have that extra storage space down here on the floor, and also, you know, a place to put the car in the garage. So we're gonna put this up here now.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around, but there's something about.
So this container that's also going up there with the Christmas tree is just a bunch of Christmas lights. But now we're gonna work on this side of the garage. Since everything else is done, this is the last thing we have to do. And Justin's gonna just blow out this corner with the leaf blower so I can put a few things in there. And then we are going to tidy up the rest of the garage and blow that out as well so it's nice and clean before we put the car back in here.
I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle.
So I wanted to show you guys the back of our car and everything that is going to Goodwill. We have a car full, not just back here, but also in the rest of the car. You can see I ended up putting all of these pillows that I decluttered the other day. And then we had 2 full bagsters of trash, and it's already been picked up, and it is amazing to have our garage just completely decluttered now. But I also wanted to show you guys a before shot so you could remember what the garage looked like when we started today, and now this is after, and it just looks so much better, and I'm so happy to finally be able to put my car back in here. So in the last spring cleaning video I did, we decluttered Julie's bedroom and got it all organized, and now we are about to work on Ross's room. So this is Ross's room. It's Toy Story themed, kind of, with all the clouds on the wall. Kind of looks like Andy's room, and he's got his Toy Story decals over here, but his dressers definitely need to be decluttered and organized, and all of them are kind of busting at the seams. I think I told you guys in a recent video that he has so many clothes. This one's not too bad, but I know he's got some pajamas in here that just don't even fit him anymore. And obviously I want to put those drawer dividers in here because they help so much. When I did Julie's room, I put the drawer dividers in her dresser and it just freed up so much space. So I know that's gonna happen when I do his as well. And I also have my dresser like that now, and that system has worked for me so well. My dresser has never stayed this tidy for so long. So I definitely wanna just go ahead and get his done too. But over here, I wanted to show you guys all of his toys. We definitely need to declutter, but I know that he has a lot of bigger toys than Julie has, like all of his Nerf guns and stuff. He also has a few toys over here. We need to declutter his nightstand. And then this is his closet. Total disaster on the floor. I need to declutter his clothes, declutter some of these blankets up here. These are pictures, the Toy Story pictures that we used to have on the wall that just need to be, I don't know, decluttered, sent to Goodwill or something. Look at this. How cute is this turnout gear? If you guys have been following along for a while, you know my husband used to be a firefighter, and so was my dad, and this used to be my brother's when he was little, and so it's gotten passed down to Ross. But over here is just a disaster as well. I think he has more shoes that don't fit than do, so I just really need to declutter in here. So I'm gonna have him help me out with the toys. That way I know what he needs to keep and what he is ready to part with. So he's downstairs having his lunch right now. So I'm gonna get started on these clothes, and then hopefully by the time he's done with lunch, we'll be ready to start decluttering the toys.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and
This time I'm gonna put the drawer dividers in his dresser, and I get these off of Amazon, so you can find them linked in my Amazon storefront, but I seriously don't know how I lived without these things before. I've been using them in all the dressers that I've been organizing this spring, and you can see how much space it truly frees up in the dresser. But I'm also color coding his clothes, and I do this to see what he has a lot of and what he might need more of. So as you can see, he's got a lot of blue shirts and white shirts and even red shirts. He has a ton of those too, but doesn't really have a lot of green or orange or yellow. So if I see something cute and it's red, I need to stop myself because he already has way too many red and blue shirts. So it just helps me kind of figure things out when it comes to buying my kids' clothes. But now I'm going to start to go through all of his pants and his shorts.
I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
dresser here, I had planned to do all of his pants and shorts, but I still had so much room left, so I was trying to fit in like his pajama pants, but I'm not gonna have enough room over here. So I think what I'm gonna do is move all of his shorts up here to this blank space, and I'm gonna have to turn them on their side because they're not gonna fit like going this way, but they will fit going on their side. So I'm gonna move all his shorts up here since I know he's gonna be wearing those through spring and summer most of the time anyway, and I'm gonna make this one for all of his pants and pajama pants.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do.
So as you can see, I've got it all figured out now. All of his shirts and his shorts are in the top drawer. His jeans and pajama pants are in the middle drawer. And then down here at the bottom is completely empty, but later on I actually end up putting his costumes in there. Now I'm gonna start going through his closet and decluttering things that no longer fit him. He had so many things that were 4T and 5T, and right now he's in size 7. So he is way past being able to wear a lot of these things.
Someday we will look back and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember all that happened to us, 'cause I wanna try.
So I ended up taking out all of his winter clothes from his closet, and originally I was thinking I was gonna have to store them in the bottom drawer of his dresser since that drawer is empty anyway, and I didn't have enough hangers for these long sleeve shirts that came out of his dresser. But I decluttered quite a bit of clothes. These are all like 4T, 5T clothes, and he's in like 6 to 7 now. So I'm gonna end up taking all the hangers off of these and putting them onto these and just putting all of his winter clothes back into his closet.
We can always stay a little longer. We don't have a plan. Just let me live a little younger than I really am. We've got nothing here to save us from ourselves. Let's live life like it's made up, jump in the wishing well. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us.
So I wanted to show you guys this hack that I learned a long time ago, and I can't remember where I learned it, but it's for whenever you have a ton of clothes that need to be hung up at one time. So all you do is stack them on top of each other, and then it is so easy to just put the hanger in and then fold it down. So I kind of slowed these clips down a little bit so you could see exactly how I'm doing it, but it just is so convenient anytime you have a ton of clothes that need to be hung up. His closet is really coming along now. I've got all of his winter clothes right here. And then I have his spring and summer clothes right here, which obviously most of his spring and summer clothes are like t-shirts and stuff, so they're in his dresser. So he doesn't have a whole lot of like polos, button-up shirts, so might get him a few more of those, but I have a rain jacket over here, and then his wetsuit for when he goes surfing this summer. And I also got him this shirt because his birthday is in the middle of April, and obviously we're gonna go to Disney, so it says "This is my day," and I'm saving that over here. Now I'm gonna clean up his floor. He does have a few clothing items down here. I'm seeing this jacket, some dress-up clothes, his Spider-Man suit, his robe is down here. But I'm also seeing a lot of shoes, and a lot of shoes that do not fit him anymore. toys. He hasn't played with this since last year, so I'll definitely get rid of that. This is where he used to keep his stuffed animals, but as you can see, it is so warped, so this needs to go to the trash. So lots of decluttering and cleaning up. This black dresser in his closet, and this used to be his dresser before we got him the new furniture in his bedroom, and I'm just going to take this out since it's not being used, and I didn't want to get rid of it because it's a perfectly good dresser, but since we have all of these clothes that we have decluttered lately and we are selling on Poshmark, what used to be my office is now considered the Poshmark room in our house because we have just been going through and posting everything. So all of our clothes that we've decluttered are in there, and I want to figure out a system for how to organize it. And so I think I'm going to use this dresser to get some more drawer dividers and KonMari fold everything, and that way anytime something sells I can just go to this dresser, find it, and send it off to whoever bought it. So his closet is all tidied up. Winter clothes here, summer clothes here. I also put his robe right there because he wears that every night. His Halloween bucket's up there. I'm working on his Easter basket right now, which normally goes beside the Halloween bucket. He's got his extra blankets, his electric heated blanket over there. I still need to bring these out, but other than that, this is all decluttered. I put all of his shoes in here, his roller skates right there, and I want to get like a little container to put all of his hats in so I can just pop them right there. But his room is looking like a disaster right now. I kind of have things organized a little bit, but this is all like declutter stuff. So I'm going to declutter this blanket, or these two blankets, this pillow, some toys that I already know need to be decluttered that came out of his closet. Over here I have his sentimental clothes that I need to just put in a vacuum seal bag and put it up under his bed like I did for Julie. And over here on his bed are all of his clothes that I decluttered and I need to post on Poshmark. I also have all of his shoes that got decluttered down here too. Still need to go through his toys as well. So his room really just looks like it has had a tornado hit it. So the first thing I'm going to start by doing is taking all of the clothes that I have decluttered, putting them into this laundry basket and sending them over to what we call our Poshmark room now. And I'm also going to send the shoes over that way too. And I cannot wait to do that video where we organize that room, because right now there's just piles of things that have been posted and haven't been posted. And we have decluttered so many clothes this year. So I cannot wait to get in there and organize that room. It's going to be so satisfying when you guys see that. But now, as you can see, Ross is all finished with lunch and he's coming in to help me declutter his toys. And the first thing we're going through is his stuffed animals, and he did a really good job. I think he got rid of about half of his stuffed animals, so he did amazing. And now we're going to start to go through his toy box and figure out what he wants to keep there and what he is ready to part with. Ross's personality is actually more like mine and Julie is like Justin. So Ross declutters pretty well. Like, he understands that if he's not using it, there's no reason to keep it, and he isn't like emotionally attached to things in the way that Julie is. So Julie tends to keep a lot more things than Ross does. But one thing that I found helps a lot when you're trying to get your kids to declutter is to give them some options. So set out 3 or 4 toys at a time and just have them look at those 3 or 4 toys and see what they want to keep out of that and what they're ready to get rid of. And I find that that system works so well because they're only focused on a few items at a time, and it just helps them to not be overwhelmed. I feel like when they're looking through an entire toy box, it's easy to just say, yeah, I want to keep all of this. But when they're looking at a few items at a time, they're a lot more likely to at least get rid of one thing out of the 3 or 4 items they're looking at. So if you're trying to get your kids to declutter with you this spring, try that method because it definitely works for me.
I'm so lonely. I think I'm crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. Think I'm so lonely. I think I'm crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. Think I'm so lonely. I think I'm crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. Think I'm so lonely. Don't wanna be strangers, let me feel like you know what to do. Leave your limitations, live and go against them. Just let go and start up something new. Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up, isn't what you want. And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out.
So we're almost finished up in his bedroom. The last thing that I need to do is declutter his side table, and at this time I'm also going to wipe it down with some Indust, just get that shine back on his wood furniture. And since I already have the Indust out, I'm going to wipe down his dresser as well and then vacuum.
Might be free, save yourself and leave the words you've spoken, 'cause some dreams are meant to be broken. The feeling, make them fall like gravel to the floor. Only when the dust says you start to regret all the things that you've been fighting for. Cause I know that what you planned out.
Let's do a little tour of Ross's room. He's got his weight bench over here. He decluttered a lot of his stuffed animals. Still has quite a few though, but I think he decluttered about half of them, so that was really good. And then over here he's got his toys. So this toy box has all of his Nerf guns and lightsabers, basically everything weapon related. And then he's got his like Nerf bullets over here, and also he's got like a rocket, but I figured since this is like foam, like the Nerf bullets, I would just put those things together. He's got his Legos, all of his Toy Story toys. These are all like random toys, like his track, and then all of his like smaller toys. He's got his big dinosaur over here, some of his big trucks and cars, and then over here at his side table he's got his lamp, his alarm clock, some books and notebooks, and some pens and pencils, his Rubik's Cube, a flashlight, these glow in the dark, these little dinosaurs, so I put some of those over here. We've got this thing where we put the kids' teeth when they lose a tooth, so I just pop that right there. And he's also got his remote. And then down here is some silly string, his headphones, and also his piggy bank. And then going into his closet, it is all cleaned up. We've got all of his winter clothes over here, spring and summer over here, his extra blankets, and these are like pillow shams, but he's got that big like body pillow on there right now, but since it goes with his bedding, I'm gonna keep those. And then over here I ended up putting his sentimental clothes because he didn't really have as many as Julie, and when it comes to girls, there's like a lot of fluffy dresses that I kept, so Ross obviously didn't have those, so his sentimental clothes didn't take up as much space as hers, so it didn't really warrant getting a vacuum seal bag, so I just put him in that container. He's got his little turnout gear, and then over here I got that container for his hats. All of his shoes are here, and his roller skates, but that is everything in his closet. He says he wants a rug to go in here like Julie has, so I'm gonna go look for a rug for him. His dresser right here is completely organized. We've got all his shorts and shirts, and then right here is all the pants. Down here is all of his dress-up clothes, and up here is like underwear, socks, and stuff like that, and his bathing suits. But I wanted to show y'all all the stuff we ended up getting rid of. This is a trash bag, so this is all trash, but then these are all toys and things that are going to Goodwill. Look at this. Oh my gosh, he did amazing decluttering. And then I also have all of these Toy Story pictures that we used to have on his wall, so we're just gonna take these to Goodwill too. So next up on the spring cleaning list is our front porch, and I want to start off by showing you guys some close-up shots so you can see exactly what I'm seeing, because from far away I feel like you wouldn't really get to see how bad it truly is. So there's pollen everywhere. We've got that green yellow dust over everything right now because it's pollen season. These black dots are bugs everywhere. Keep in mind we live in the south. It's a very humid climate, almost tropical where we live. So Justin's just going to start out by blowing everything off with the leaf blower. You can see the pollen. That is like the dust that you're seeing is pollen coming off of our porch. But after he gets all of this blown off, I'm going to go around with a duster and try to pick up any bugs that didn't get blown off with the leaf blower.
I might go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last like nothing ever lasts before. I might go too fast. Suddenly I feel so rich, but I don't know nothing. Oh, I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me?
So now I'm just going to start taking some of our decor off of the front porch. We're about to spray it down with our water hose, and there were a few things I didn't want to get wet. So Justin is just going to spray it down, and this is just to get a little bit more of that pollen off and just wash it off real good. Normally we have our house pressure washed once a year, but that is always after pollen season because we are not out of pollen season yet. We were just tired of seeing all the dust around, so we wanted to get it all off right now, but we know that in a few days it's going to be back, and this is just what you have to do when you live in a place with a ton of pollen. You just have to do this about once a week if you don't want all the pollen everywhere. You either need to spray it down with the water hose, or you need to blow things off with your leaf blower just to get all that dust off of everything. But it's really weird because I've never lived in a place that doesn't have a pollen season, so I would love to know if you guys are like, what in the world, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard of, or are you like, I feel you, girl, I know exactly what you're talking about, and we have to deal with pollen season too. Now that the front porch has been sprayed off, I'm just going to start to decorate it, and I got the cutest floral pillows from Lowe's this year, so I'm just going to put those on the 2 chairs. And if you guys watched my spring clean and decorate with me that I did last year, you probably saw me do these DIY wooden peeps, and last year I had them in front of our fireplace, but this year I'm actually going to put them on the front porch. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and leave this video feeling super motivated. If you want to watch some more of my videos, I'll leave them up here on the screen for you guys. This is part 5 to my spring cleaning series, so if you haven't caught up yet, definitely be sure to do so you can see everything that we've been working on in our house this spring, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!